Henry is Kind by Linda Ryden. Good morning, class, said Miss Snowdon. Today, in our mindfulness practice, we are going to think about kindness. Can you take your seats on the rug? Now let's go into our mindful bodies. Close your eyes and take 3 deep breaths. You can think of the mindfulness we're going to practice today as heartfulness, which helps us to be kind. Think of someone who makes you happy. Someone in your family, someone in this class, or even a pet. Have you thought of someone? Now, I'll say words out loud, and you can send them to your family member, or friend, or a pet in your mind. If you want to, you can put your hand over your heart. Miss Snowdon said, "May you be happy." In their minds, everyone sent those words to someone who made them happy. Miss Snowdon said, "May you be healthy and strong." Everyone sent those words. Miss Snowdon said, "May you be peaceful." Then Miss Snowdon said, "Try to notice how it made you feel to send those kind thoughts. Any way that you feel is just fine. Just try to notice it." When Miss Snowdon rang the little bell to end their mindfulness practice, everyone opened their eyes. "Does anyone want to share who they were thinking about?" Miss Snowdon asked. Doris said, "I was thinking about my brother, Dwayne. Sometimes he gets on my nerves, but most of the time he makes me happy." Alice said, "I was thinking about my mom. She made me pancakes for breakfast this morning on a school day." Dhruv said, "I was thinking about my little sister Sonali. It felt weird at first, but then it made me feel happy. She's pretty cool for a little sister." Henry said, "I was thinking about my Rubik's Cube." Everyone laughed, but Miss Snowdon said, "That's fine, Henry. I know that your puzzle cube is important to you." Miss Snowdon said, "Thinking kind thoughts about people we love can make us feel really good and want to do kind things. We can even send kind thoughts to ourselves. Speaking of kindness, can anybody think of something kind they did this week?" Yob raised his hand. "I feed my cat every day. Is that a kind thing?" "Yes," said Miss Snowdon. "Taking care of your cat is an act of kindness." Yob smiled. "You are all doing an act of kindness right now by listening to me mindfully. Really paying attention to another person is an act of kindness," said Miss Snowdon. The children looked at each other proudly. "So today we are going to start a kindness project," she said. "This week I want you to think of a kind act to do, and then, after you do it, draw a picture of it. Next week we'll share our pictures and hang them on the bulletin board in the hallway." Everybody was excited about the kindness project. Alice raced home after school. She knew exactly what she wanted to do. When it was time for dinner, she told her dad that she was going to set the table. She put out the fancy blue tablecloth and green napkins that she folded carefully. On Saturday, Doris gave her brother Dwayne a balloon with a peace sign on it. Rosie carried her neighbor Glenn's newspaper right up to his door. Edwin and his friend Jonah cleaned up trash in their park near their school. Andrew stayed after school and sharpened all of Miss Snowdon's pencils. Next week in class, everyone shared their kindness project pictures. Everybody, that is, except Henry. "Henry," said Miss Snowdon, "where is your kindness picture?" "I don't have one," he said sadly. "I didn't do anything. I guess I'm not kind." "Of course you're kind, Henry," said Miss Snowdon, looking concerned. "No, I'm not," said Henry. "I couldn't think of a single thing." "Kindness is stupid." Henry thought about all the other kids sharing their acts of kindness. He felt awful. Miss Snowdon said, "Henry, I'm sure you can think of something you did." "No, I can't." He yelled, "Kindness is stupid," and he headed toward the classroom door. The class was silent for a moment. Then Rosie raised her hand, and Miss Snowdon said, "Yes, Rosie?" "Henry," said Rosie, "don't you remember when we were in the library and you reached a book on the high shelf for me? That was kind." Henry stopped just before he reached the door. Doris raised her hand too. "And remember when I didn't have a snack and you gave me your cookie? That was kind." Henry turned and began to smile just a little. "Remember when you showed me how to make an origami swan?" said Yoab. "Remember when you invited me to play basketball when I was new?" said Alice. Henry looked a bit surprised. He said, "I let my sister play with my Rubik's Cube. Was that kind?" Yes, Henry, sharing is kind, said Miss Snowdon. It sounds like you have done many acts of kindness. How did you feel when you did those things? Good, I guess. It's funny that doing things for other people makes me feel good. That's the great thing about kindness, said Miss Snowdon. When you are kind to others, you make them happy, and you make yourself happy too. Alice said, just like when we did heartfulness. Yes, that's right, Alice, said Miss Snowdon. Doris said, I want to do more kind things. Can we keep doing this project? Of course we can, said Miss Snowdon. Let's go out and fill the world with kindness. Later at recess, Henry was flying paper airplanes with Drew. Drew's airplane flew fast and straight, but Henry's airplane kept flying back to him. Henry laughed and said, I think I'll call this airplane kindness, because when I send it out, it always comes back to me. That's cool, said Drew. Can you teach me how to make my plane do that too? Sure, said Henry. I'd be happy to help. The end.